Welcome, welcome, welcome to the ill blur. Matic shooby doo. Oh yeah. Welcome back to Ill Blurmatic, guys. Today's new video is an untold story time. So this is something that I haven't really shared with many people. So tune on in. And today's story time is going to be about I randomly got read at freaking Myers. No way, right? So I end up going to Myers. This is like during the weekend. This is literally takes place like during the winter time some years back. Like I think about maybe 2-3 years back. We had just left my grandfather's house, me and my mother. We ended up going to Myers. Literally when we went to Myers, we, went to go pick up some things because like it was going to be a winter snowstorm at the time. So we ended up going to Myers to pick up things, food, other things too while we were there. Mom went to do some things, sometimes we end up meeting back up in the store anyway. So I go on to, right before I go to Electronic Aisle, I come across this guy. And this guy is definitely different. Like, he's like, yo, I want to tell you about yourself. And I'm like, like, what do you know about me that I don't know? You know what I'm saying? And he literally, like, kind of comes off and he's like, he said, oh, yeah, by the way, I see you got a channel. You got a YouTube channel. He said, I know you're struggling to find people to support it. You're going to find people. Just keep going. I'm like, wow. I'm like shocked. Like, I am impressed, He's telling me this stuff. He said, your community is going to grow. Your channel's going to get better. And, like, let me just tell y'all this. This is, like, when I was kind of, like, at the starting point with my channel. Like, it wasn't growing. Like, I had a nice small niche of supporters, but it wasn't like how it is now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, wow. I'm just like, how does he know these things? You know what I'm saying? And I think back, because at the time I'm really like just thinking like to myself, like, he knows some stuff, you know what I'm saying? He said, you're going to find people that really support you, you know what I'm saying, even though it may not come from familiar faces, meaning like friends and family. I was like, in the back of my mind, So, he tells me, he said, just keep going, believe in yourself. He's kind of like motivating me, you know what I'm saying? And I really appreciated that. Like, me just conversating with him, it was a cool experience. It wasn't like super creepy like I thought it was going to be. I'm like, okay, you know these things about me. I'm like, wow, I haven't even like really like putting in the super, like the commitment that I usually put in. And I'm just like, okay, I'll take your word for it. I said, well, it was nice talking with you. You have a good day. You know what I'm saying? He's like, it was good talking to you as well. And I'm like, okay, I'm like, all right, well, see ya, so I ended up going to the Electronic Aisle, and what I was looking for wasn't really there anyway. Like, I was like, I looked around, went through a couple aisles looking around to see if they had it. I was looking for this particular movie at the time, and I even talked to the person in the Electronic Aisle. I said, yo, when y'all gonna have this movie back in? They're like, we don't really know, because like it's at the time the stock for them was limited. You know how it is when you go to stores. Sometimes they get a certain amount of movies. I was looking for a particular movie that they did not have. So then I leave the Electronic Aisle, come across him again. Yes, I come across him again. You know what I'm saying? And I'll never forget the look, y'all. I will never forget the look. And it was a look of just amazement and shock. Like, I really think like an ancestor was speaking through him, literally, because I'm like, this man is looking at me in shock and disbelief. I'm looking at him like, you know what I'm saying, like like a deer in the headlight, like, just, and I'm like, okay, I get it, you know what I'm saying? Someone spoke through me. It was spoke through him, through him to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely, like I said, the spirit world is definitely all around us, so you really, you got to pay attention to it, you know what I'm saying? But I got to say, it was definitely a surprising experience for me, honestly. Like, I had never had that type of experience. Like, I've had someone read me before randomly. I don't know what it is about me. People come up to me and just like it's random type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But this wasn't the first person. He's the second person. Now that I look back on it, he was definitely on it. He said, keep going. Because trust me, I was struggling. I was struggling to get them subs and them views up. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely did inspire me to like really like grind it out, even though I'm not where I want to be with my channel, like mentally and physically. I was like, this man inspired me. Like, he, you know what I'm saying? Just a random stranger. You know what I'm saying? I never told him I had a channel, a YouTube channel or anything. I was like, telling me all these different things. You know, he said the community's going to grow. He wasn't lying about that. It was definitely an eye-opening experience. And he also said that, you know, I forgot to mention the views are going to go up. He really, he read me. He read me. Like I said, I never met this man a day in my life. I was just randomly going into Myers, getting some things before the winter snowstorm hits the Midwest where I live at the time. And I was just like, wow, and I remember telling a friend about that, you know what I'm saying? I remember telling this person, it's like, yo, maybe somebody spoke through him, you know what I'm saying? Because this other friend that I had, he was into spirituality and stuff. And he was saying, so like maybe one of the ancestors spoke through him to speak to you to like remain like committed to your channel and growing your channel, getting subs and views. And I was like, I'm like, dang, bro, I think you got a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was funny because I was like, after all that stuff he said, it made sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just have to stay dedicated to what I was trying to do. that was the big thing for it. But also just really understanding that maybe he was here to help, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he was here to push me a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Because he said he didn't, family and friends, I forgot to mention, it won't always be the people that support you. You'll have people that won't, you've never met. And he wasn't lying. He was not lying. The people I've never met have been my biggest supporters, like facts. Literally, you know what I'm saying? So that was a really cool thing, you know what I'm saying, that he put that out there into the universe. Like, I was like, this is really cool. The other thing that I took from it was, man, people can really read you, you know what I'm saying? They, like I said, your energy, the type of person you are, what you are trying to pursue. But this is my untold story time. Has this ever happened to anyone where they've been read by someone that you never ever met? Like, I never told this man anything about me. He didn't, like, and it was just like eye-opening for me. It was a beautiful experience, and this is the second time this happened to me. And the first time it was awkward. I'm not gonna lie. The first time it wasn't this guy, it was another person. And it was a little awkward the first time. But this is my story time, guys. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for commenting. And you have not subscribed to my channel. What are you waiting for? And until next time, guys, I am out. Ilblurmatic and the saga continues. Oh, yeah.